The Italian Renaissance, a presentation by Kamrina Weimer,
Rachel Heck, and Lauren Roberts. Come, come, my lords, my ladies, gather closer to embark on this journey through time to the Italian Renaissance. This took place during the 14th to 16th centuries. Emergence of different styles of painting, sculpture, and progression of music came about at this time. As we journey, please keep in mind the style of art shifted to secularism, in which society began to focus on material things. What thou art seest is the first sculpture Michelangelo created, the Pieta, Mary holding Jesus after his crucifixion. Many of thee have heard of this Michelangelo, but did thou knowest he had a fascination for the body of humans? He went as far as dissecting human bodies to get a better understanding of how it works. This fascination gave him great talent. He was commissioned by the Board of Works for the Cathedral of Florence to make a sculpture with a huge block of leftover marble. When he was finished, the sculpture was so good, a base was added and it was placed in the front of the main government building of Florence. This legendary sculpture I spoke of is dated. Gaze upon this 17-foot tall man. Look at the detail. Examine his hands. They look as though blood were actually flowing through his veins. Is he breathing? This giant of a human replica looks so real he might as well be. My lords and my ladies, admire the balance of the human body many of these sculptures possess. This is known as contrapposto. Donatello created this technique to make a man look at ease yet sturdy. This can be seen throughout the work's era and beyond.
Art in the Italian Renaissance has a lot of focus on Christianity and the natural life-like portrayals of people in Bible stories. Take the Lord's Supper, for example. It tells the story of the Lord's Supper without words. Leonardo's goal was to portray the moment when Jesus announces one of his disciples, Judas, will betray him, leading to his execution. It took him 2 years to pick the right portrait of Judas. He chose most of his characters' portraits from the local market. Speaking of anatomy, the study of the human body, examine the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is a portrait of Lisa del Giocondo, pregnant wife of a silk merchant. The visual effects of the painting confuse the viewer. It's as if she were gazing about at thee everywhere thou movest. The Mona Lisa is often compared to Da Vinci's self-portrait. When compared facial structure and smile, they are eerily similar. Others have pondered over this for years. Was he Mona Lisa, or did he find it easiest to draw with this form? Wander about and examine more of his works and that of other great artists of the period.
If thee feel the need to move, dance about. Thou wilt not be judged. As thou listens, thee may hear the recorder and lute. The lute diverged from many instrumental parts and was used from the medieval to the Baroque period. This plucking instrument gives a harmonic, gracious feel to the music. These instruments, amongst the most popular of the time, the recorder was the most important of all the wind-blown instruments. It gets its soft tone from the wide tampering holes. There are 9 different sizes of recorders, the biggest and the widest being the bass. It is considered the closest sound to singing, so it was favored by many. The viol is the most important ensemble of stringed instruments. Most viols are played in upright and between the knees with the bow held and the palm upward. The viol family of stringed instrument is today's modern cello and violin family. Italian Renaissance. The artists during the Italian Renaissance created magnificent ideas, techniques, and instruments that impacted the world. Many of these are still used today. I would like to thank thee for traveling with me into the past. I bid thee well, and has long days and pleasant nights.